So let's start off with Tinder. So there's loads of dating apps out there. There's Badoo, there's Tinder, there's Plenty of Fish, Match.com, eHarmony, etc., etc., interracial dating. There's loads of Grinder. There's so many kind of like apps out there for like dating wise and stuff like that. But this one is just purely, this video is purely on Tinder, like just survival ways of how to survive Tinder, really. Most people will say like Tinder is a hookup site, and purely that's because they've had really bad views on, like, really bad experiences on Tinder. And most of, like, I would actually say 80% of the people on Tinder are looking for hookups. So, but there is actually a small portion of people who actually can find people like on Tinder. Like, literally, it has worked for my friends and such like that. I'm not gonna mention any names or anything like that, but it does actually help people. So because some people purely generously actually want to use Tinder for actually something good. But that's like anything on the internet these days, or anything like apps and stuff like that. There's always a positive and there's always a bad experience on anything, and that's just like a take on life. There's always a positive and there's always a negative in anything. Most people get really embarrassed when they say that, oh, I met my significant other on Tinder. Like, it's not an embarrassing thing. It doesn't matter however way you basically got there, as long as you got there in the end. If you met someone on Tinder and you purely met the love of your life, why would you not want people to know where you found it? It's kind of like you're being selfish. You're being selfish because you don't want other people to know where you've got, like, where you found your significant other. You don't want to help people. That's bad on you. You need to check yourself real quick. But anyways, so yes, Tinder is basically, and it's just purely on looks. You're basically going on looks really on Tinder, but that's like going out in the street and seeing someone you like. You purely go on and say, oh, they're fly, they're really hot, and you basically genuinely like go off attraction. So basically you're choosing a photo of someone who you kind of are attracted to. Maybe that was the hook to kind of draw you in, but it's just purely about what happens afterwards. So to start off your Tinder page, and also to cut this real quick, I'm not getting sponsored at all by Tinder or anything like that, okay? This is just purely like my take to help someone out there survive Tinder and make Tinder a little bit more bearable for themselves. So we're going to talk about from the hookups to how to get hookups, like how do you know, and kind of like how to actually find something a little bit more real and cut out all the bullshit that kind of like gets you wrapped up in Tinder to distract you from actually finding what you're looking for. Because trust me, you can get distracted a lot of Tinder, but you don't want to end up with a fuckboy, because fuckboys waste your time, or fuck girl, they waste your time, okay? And when you're looking for something else, they're purely being selfish because they obviously know that you're a catch, and they kind of want to ruin it for you by basically wasting your time with them when you could be actually out there looking for someone else. So I'm going to help you, son. I'm going to be Cupid. Get my little bow and arrow. I'm going to find you someone. I haven't found someone for myself yet, but I purely believe there's someone out there for everybody. So I haven't found my person yet, but I will. Anyways, I gotta stay positive. Okay, so to set up your Tinder app, download the app, and then basically how to log in. You can either use your Gmail or you can use Facebook. Most people use their Facebook. There's an interesting fact on Tinder. Literally, back in the day, you could not actually, when you signed on with your Facebook account, you had to use your Facebook photos. So you didn't have the option like it did before now, where you can actually download photos straight from your mobile phone straight onto the app. Before, you had to go with whatever photo was on your Facebook. So if you're someone who wants someone to look at you kinkily or sexily, some of your Facebook photos are not the best. And they used to choose your actual photos. You could change it, but I had some embarrassing photos when I started, but it's easier now. You could change the photos and everything straight from your phone straight onto the app. And once you set up your profile, you do a bio, a little thing about yourself. I always say it, and I can't stress it enough. Do a little bio, say a little something, bring people in. That's the best way to do it, because when they see your photo, you need to, hooks, line, sinker. You need to make sure that people know that that's you and whatever. And a little bit about yourself makes people a little bit more relaxed around you and stuff like that, because even though you're using it, people don't meet anyone organically these days, like people who can meet people organically, good for you. But this is for the people who cannot find people organically and they are relying on apps to basically find their match. So do a bio, and it also have a setting bit where you can actually choose your age restriction of what you want, your age and stuff like that, like an age group of who you're looking for. So you can go from 18 to upwards, so you can justify it and see who you want, what gender you're looking for, like what you're looking for. I don't think they have a bisexual kind of, I think it's either boy or girl, but I think you can make it work. If you're bisexual, I think you can make it work. But yeah, so I chose male. I'm looking for males. So once you do that, your journey on Tinder begins. It begins. So I always say to people, be straight up honest, yeah? Because then 100%, like, I'm not even going to say it, but it's a legit way. You actually find, if you're honest about things, you'll get what you want in the end. So if you're looking purely for a hookup, yeah, I tell you this, yeah, be honest about it. Yes, it will make you look sleazy as F. Yes, you might think you might not draw the right sort of people in, but most likely that means you will actually find the person you're looking for. So if you're looking for a hookup or anything like that, if you're into something real kinky or anything like that, yeah, state what you want, but also make sure you have enough photos to back it up. Make sure you don't look like a weirdo who's going to lock someone up in their basement, and actually have a legit photos, like proof. Like, everyone needs proof these days. Facts, proof, facts. If you're looking for a submission or dominant, make sure you write that there. Have a little photo. Make sure it looks if it's a fuzzy ass photo, people are not likely to choose your photos. You need to make sure it's a nice, sharp, crisp photo. Like, if you're doing 50 Shades of Grey, do not put the actual photo from the 50 Shades movie onto your freaking thing. It just looks tacky. It looks bad, yeah? No. It screams to me, I'm gonna lock you up in my basement and kill you, okay? Boom. Okay, and so just be honest. If you're a fuckboy, fuck girl, looking for someone just to have sex with, be honest about it. Again, if you're honest about things, you'll most likely find what you're looking for, and you will get what you want. So it works. Okay, and so let's move on to literally what to look out for on Tinder, because the distractions that you get on Tinder, there's always distractions. So this is things to look out for to help you make Tinder a little bit more easier. So if someone has one photo, girl, boy, swipe right, left, yeah? Swipe left. Oh my god, I didn't tell you how to use Tinder. Okay, so first of all, let's roll back. So to use Tinder, all you have to do is literally swipe left if you do not like, swipe right if you do like. It's really easy fundamentals. Swipe left if you don't like, swipe right if you do like. There's also a blue star on it that is, be careful where you use it, because it's called super like. Super like else basically pushes your match straight to the front, so that person knows that you're into them. The only reason why it is there is because literally Tinder is kind of like, if you swipe right and you like someone and that person had liked you before, it will tell you straight away that you matched with that person. If you swiped right and that person didn't choose you, and later on they might come across your photo and they might like you, so they will choose you maybe later on. So don't be discouraged, because they might choose you afterwards. But yeah, there's a chance that you really like someone and they might not like you back. So a super like is kind of a direct, like it's like a kick, like or a poke or a punch, like on Facebook, poke. Tell someone that, hey, I'm here, I like you, hello. But yeah, it's really good. That's if you really like it. I think it's really sweet when you get a super like, because that just shows you that someone wants to cut the bullshit, cut the BS, and they want you to say, hey babe, here I am, I super liked you, your move. I think it's straight up, I love it. It's straight up. If that person, you do have the option not to say no, and it kind of lets them down a little bit easy. Obviously, your super like's gonna know you don't super like them back, but you know, if you get knocked down, get your ass back up again, and then move on to the next one. So let's go back onto the one photo. If someone has one photo on their Tinder page, there's most likely that's not the person. A little help for people who do have one photo and they're not very like happy with their, like, you know, if they don't feel 100% confident on look wise, because obviously everyone knows that Tinder is basically purely on looks, just make sure it's a clean photo, like not a foggy photo, just a nice clean photo that shows you for you. Yeah, if you're not, and also write a bio, because if someone clicks on a photo and it's just one photo and they're willing to give you a chance, make sure there's a little bio to kind of back you up a little bit. Just kind of, because some people, every time people are looking for personalities, so if they're not looking purely for looks and they actually want to get to know you personality wise, like, I know that sounds really wrong what I said, but literally people generally are looking for just, you know, someone to connect with. So write a little bio about yourself, make it funny, make it cute, make it you, honey. And then most likely you will get a match or something. And you might get someone really awesome. Why waste your time with someone you don't like, who's not going to love you for who you are? So let's move on. If a person has, if you come across a photo and there's a lot of people in the photo, for example, say there's like 5 boys in a photo and you're so like, your eyes are just wandering because they're mostly attractive guys and you're like, oh, look, there's so many guys, but which one are you, son? So literally, I think it's funny. I don't know why they do it, and I'm sorry if you're one of those people who do it, yeah. It's basically, where's Waldo? Look across the photo, look for the, so sorry, the least attractive one in the photo, because it's 100% that's the person whose actually profile it is. I think it's kind of like it's like a, what's it called? Not hallucination. It's like a mirage or something like that. You're so like, you look around and you see what you want to see. It's like the trick of the eye, because you're so busy looking at, oh, this one's great. But then you just look and you think, because when you go through the rest of the photos and then the really attractive ones stop showing up in the photo and you see maybe one person and you think, oh, be straight up honest. Like, be honest, because that's your catfishing people. You're enticing people into thinking you're like, oh, look at my hot friends. And most likely they probably will want to hook up with you. Just not hook up like you hook up. They probably just want to meet you so they can get with one of your hot friends. Why are you showing off your hot friends? Why? You're only going to get people using you to get to your hot friends. This is why I say, be honest, boo. Be honest. Because how are you supposed to find that person if you're not being honest with yourself? Yes, it's superficial. People are using this app for that, for purely looks. But come on, be honest with yourself. If that person's not liking you for you, they're not worth your time. Not worth your damn time. A cent. Nothing. Okay, so that's to look out for as well. Please, if someone is being honest and they say they're looking for like just purely physical relationship and nothing else, please don't waste your time with those people, because they're being honest with you. Don't think you're going to change the bad boy. Don't think you're going to change the bad girl, yeah, because they're looking for something and you're wasting your time from finding someone else. So, skirt, move to the left. Okay, so maybe you found someone you like, okay, on Tinder, and your conversation's flowing, you're liking this person, but you're thinking, what if this person's not the right person? Like, that's not the person I wanted, or he doesn't look like that in the photos. Like, how are you supposed to know? Don't go around giving anybody your number, yeah? Because you don't want, like, your number is like literally your house. Once you invite someone in, there's just no way of getting out of it. So if you have Snapchat or Skype, but Snapchat, because everyone's got Snapchat. If you don't have Snapchat, I don't know what is wrong with you. Snapchat is also a way of identification, like an ID. You can see someone's story, you get to know more about them, and you get to basically see them face to face. You can say, hey, send me a photo of your face. Like, you know, that's like a great way to like connect with people, and then give them your number, go on a date. and see where things go, because then you'll know that's legit the person, because you don't want to turn up on a date and realize you're being catfish. I think we've all watched enough catfish to know when you're going to get catfish, okay? If you guys disobey the rules of the things that I've said, or you know, the hacks to help you out, that's your problem, honey. No one's gonna feel bad for you afterwards, like if like you end up getting catfished. No, you should see the signs and get with it. So what else is there? Most people will be straight up and say, I rather meet in person. That's another good way to kind of get to know someone, but it's also a safety thing as well. If that person wants to meet up with you in person, make sure it's a public place, because you do not want to turn up somewhere and be like, you know, like somewhere quiet where you can actually get hurt or something like that. So make sure that it's in a legit place, somewhere familiar that you're comfortable in, because if this person is asking to meet you, you need to be in an area that you're comfortable. Like, this is my people, chick. Like, you start something, you know you better finish it, kind of thing. But yeah, what else can I say to help you out with Tinder? Because that is pretty much the fundamentals of things, like on Tinder. Just try and rule out all the, you know, the bad things. It can be actually a fun and enjoyable experience on Tinder. You just gotta make sure you know what you're looking out for, and just don't waste your time on all the things that you don't need to be wasting your time on. But other than that, it could be actually a pleasant experience. So yeah, is there anything else I need to share with you guys? No. Is that it? Yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I hope I have helped someone out there, but y'all probably knows about it, but some people actually don't actually know too much about like it. And also, a quick note, don't try Plenty of Fish. It's a dirty app. Don't try Plenty of Fish. Don't. Because there's too much fish in Plenty of Fish, and you get overwhelmed, and it's not really great. It's a dirty app. It's a dirty app. Don't do it. Don't do it. If you like hundreds and hundreds of messages and loads of bugging notifications, have a pleasant day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you're not subscribed, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And have a great day, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.